Okay, pet lovers, this video is going to be for you. My name is Joey Virgilio, realtor at Sage Real Estate and co-host of the Toronto Living's Real Estate Podcast. Today we're talking about pets and condos. So if you are somebody who owns a pet or is absolutely sure that a pet is going to be a thing in their future, and you're also thinking about buying a condo, then stick around because there's going to be some information for you. Okay, so if you are a person that owns a pet, you own a cat, you own a dog, you own a snake, whatever, you own a pet of some type, or you know you're going to be getting a pet in the near future and you're shopping for a condo, then the main thing I'll say is buyers beware. You want to make sure you're asking the condo building what they allow and what they don't allow, what restrictions they might have. The way that this works, this is going to be a little bit of a short video, but the way that this works is there are three main documents that kind of dictate the rules on pets within a condo building. There's the declaration, and this is in order of hierarchy. So there's the declaration, which is first. The second would be bylaws, and the third would be rules. These are all given to you whenever you ask for the status certificate if you're going to purchase a condo. So the way that this all works is the declaration, which is the very first document created. This is a document that's given to the city in order to register the condo as a condominium. This is the first hierarchy in the rule set. And the way that it works is it actually doesn't need to be a reasonable request when it comes to rules that you have on pets. In the declaration, there's so much more information, but this can be written within the declaration. So that's the first thing you'd want to check. In that declaration, you might find things like unit owners are only allowed to have one pet per unit, or that pet needs to be under a certain weight. These are allowed to be written in the declaration. The declaration only needs to follow the Human Rights Code and the Condominium Act. Otherwise, they can kind of put in whatever they want. And the next documents down the line would be, I'll kind of package them together. It's bylaws and rules. This is where you'll probably find more nitty gritty stuff. So for instance, if your dog is outside of your unit in the common elements, then they might have to be on a leash that's no longer than 6 feet, or you can't leave your dog unattended in common areas. So you can't tie him up on one of the poles outside and just leave him while you go to the grocery store. Little things like that. There'll be the rules set on how you kind of navigate your dog within the condo building. These need to be created with reason. It needs to be reasonable and it needs to be created with reason. So either something might have happened in the past and they're trying to add a rule in order for it not to happen again, or whatever the case. Long story short, it needs to just be created with reason. So when you are shopping with your realtor, you'll want to ask when you're reviewing the status certificate, or even a call to the property management, what are the pet restrictions and what are the pet rules within the condo building? And you can find an answer, or ask your lawyer to clarify and make sure that that is the case when they're going through the status certificate and the rest of the documents with you. So the last thing you might ask is, okay, but what happens if there's a pet ban and I just decide to just do it anyways? So what are they going to do? What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is basically you will have to remove your pet, or you will need to, you and yourself, move out from that condominium. So really at the end of the day, you want to just really make sure that you are clear on the rules of pets if you have a pet or are planning on getting a pet when purchasing a condo. Ask your realtor, ask management from the building itself, and ask the lawyer when they're reviewing the status certificate. They will be able to tell you these main restrictions. So I will say for the majority of Toronto condos, pets are typically allowed. Like regular pets are typically allowed. Dogs and cats are, generally speaking, more often than not, they're allowed under a certain weight. If you're bringing a big dog, you want to make sure that you can bring a big dog into that building, and you have to be very cautious because certain buildings do have straight pet bans. So you want to make sure that you're not walking into one of those. But I will say for, I'll say for maybe 98, 97%, you're going to be okay if you have a small dog or a small cat that you're taking with you. Otherwise, I hope you found that helpful. If there's still more questions you have, feel free to reach out using the links below. If you wanted to add to the conversation, feel free to comment. And if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.